Hi guys, it's Lou. I hope you're really well. So I'm sitting down in what is clearly bad light, but we'll have to do for now. So I haven't really done many vlogs or tutorials, anything like that in a little while, but just because there's been so much going on. I've been doing so many press events, sort of Christmas in July, which is always a strange one. And also with the Princess Trust event, with the Cambridge Raw, obviously that was the 7 days, that was a bit manic. So, and then I was a little ill, and then obviously the massive old cut. The thumb is a lot better, but that still is quite sore and quite painful, so antibiotics for that, and an antibiotic cream as well to hopefully clear it up, because I really don't want it to scar, so fingers crossed on that one. So, I have decided to do sort of a video of me getting ready because I'm going out later, and instead of using what I would perhaps do a normal routine, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I prepped a little bit because I don't want to make the video like 30 minutes long and bore you all to tears, but there are some certain products that have been sent, some I'm yet to try out, so that's what I thought I'd have a go with them, and then it's a live demonstration and a live review of them as well, and that sometimes is nicer because you can actually see my reactions to them. I'm pretty honest when it comes to what I'm using. If I like something, I will say I do. If I don't like it, then it's just my personal taste that I might not like it, or if there's something actually wrong with the product, I wouldn't recommend it, you know, like if it brings someone out in a rash or something. But I've also been sent a few bits and pieces which I'm really excited to be doing some bits with, and some of the brands I'm going to be doing something with in the future as well, which is really exciting. I'm really happy to do that kind of stuff as well. So last night I was at the Juice for You first anniversary at the Sanctum Hotel, and my friend Mark is the owner of the hotel, and then my friend Kim looks after the juices, and there was lots of the crew out, so it was my friend Olivia and Lydia Lucy and Bianca Gascoigne, and literally like the whole of the crew was out, so it was really fun evening. So my skin has taken a little bit battering over the last 2 weeks with everything that's going on. So at the moment, this is actually something to wear in the evening, but because my skin's a lot drier, I've actually been using it during the day, and it's been making such a difference. So this is the Face Matters, and this is a I can't even speak. A collagen boosting serum, and it's an elixir, so you can see I have been using quite a bit of it. But this is so amazing. It glows onto the skin so beautifully. You feel really rich, and obviously as you get older, you are losing collagen naturally. So this is helping it put back in. I've also got a couple of these last night actually, and so this is the energy vitamin shots. So I've been doing those as well to just get my energy levels back up. So I sound like I've got a bit of a husky voice going on, so I would apologise. Anyway, so that is on, I've let that sink in. I've then gone in with the Temple Spa, it's all a blur. And this is just sort of to knock out the wrinkles, give a smooth all over effect. I've actually used this as a primer, so it's a relatively thick emollient, he says. Not being, I actually can't squeeze very well with his hand, so I will apologise. But as you can see, it goes on clear and it goes all over, and it's actually left a really nice smooth feeling to the skin. So that is all over, ready to go. And then I've also primed my eyes itself, and I've used the Bare Minerals 5-in-1. And this is a BB Balance Performance Eye Cream Shadow, and this has an SPF 15. It's kind of like a taupey colour, but it has a slight sheen to it. Not sparkly, which I'm not a fan of sparkle, and especially as you get older, sparkle is really not a good idea because it actually can make you aged. But this just has like a light reflecting kind of particles. So this is from the lash line all the way up to the brow. I've also just put my Revitalash on, and I've also used my brow gel, which he says now he's taking his glasses off, can't see. It is the Highbrow. And again, this is a serum formulation, so you brush through, and that sort of helps them grow. You can use it on your lashes as well, but I use Revitalash on my lashes. So it's 4 minutes already, and I've not done anything else here. This is why I was trying to prep pre-hand. Anyway, so I was kindly sent some sort of products, a new range, and it's called Mememe Cosmetics, if I've got that correct. And they're looked after by the Media Hub, and the Media Hub look after Nip and Fab and Radio and all sorts of things, and they're amazing girls, and they did some most amazing bits and pieces for me for the Cambridge Raw with the men's lunch. They gave so many of the Nip and Men products, which was so kind of them. So the products arrived in this lovely little bag here with this lovely little pattern. which I really liked. I thought that was lovely. So that is definitely going to be used. I really like that. So I have a range of products that came in the bag itself. So I've got the products here to hand, so I'm just going to quickly show you them. Some have been opened, some haven't. So I will just kind of go through that aspect. So I haven't actually had a chance to try this mascara out yet. This is the Lash Attack mascara, and this is Mememe, and this is lengthening. And it says Kapow, attack those lashes to give them incredible length and definition, formulated with high fibre technology to create high impact lashes. So if I can, because of my silly hands, I might try and give that a go while we're talking. But this gloss I've used and I really like as well, and they are with the lights, similar to new CRD Cosmetics with the light, and then the mirror aspect, so when you're out you can apply in the dark, or use it to get in your house when you're slightly intoxicated and can't find the door handle or your keys, or sort of just point out hot people in clubs. That's always fun. So this is a non-stickly formula. It's glossy, it's light reflecting particles, and this is kind of like that sort of orangey corally colour. Don't know if it has a name on it for the colour, unfortunately not. Perhaps, I don't know if I've knocked it off, but as you can see it's quite sort of an orangey tone, but when it's on it sort of just gives the light coral. I actually really like it. This one is just sort of your own lip colour, just with a tiny bit of a hint, but you could easily knock this up if you wanted to. You can conceal it over the lip and then put this over, and then you would really get the bold look of the colour. Again, not sticky, really nice. I really liked that. I also really like this concealer that came alongside, and this is, remember seeing the number, so this is 05 and this is beige, and actually when it first came I was like, oh no, it's going to be too dark for me, but actually when you are in desperate need of colour, and I have been over the last days because I got photographed quite a lot last night because obviously there were so many celebs out and about, and I've seen some of the paparazzi pictures this morning, and I'm not sort of slaying myself, but when you are out and about with people that love a bit of tan, you end up looking a hell of a lot paler. So this is nice. So it doesn't not match, but it's a tiny bit darker without it being too overtly dark. I'm going to be using I'm going to stand there and just talk like this now. These are the most amazing brushes that were sent to me, and I really loved the casing and everything it came with. I just thought these were beautiful. I actually saw these on Twitter, and I saw the large kit, and I believe it was in like a pastely pinky colour, and they were really pretty, and I really wanted to try them, but I'm not a pink boy. So these purple ones are amazing, but they're going to be launching into a full range of professional brushes as well, which is really exciting. So I'm really excited to kind of do stuff. I think most people know I'm a massive fan of Nanjay brushes as well, because of that aspects of what they do with the cruelty-free and everything. But these are really good. I have used these exclusively since they've been here, and I came back from Cambridge. So this is Spectrum. I really like the pot, loved all the packaging and everything, so I'm going to go in with the foundation, and they do say what they are, so if you're not a makeup artist or you're just not great with knowing what brushes are or what they do, they kind of help you. So this is a kabuki style brush, so this is really good for liquids, and I'm literally just going to be wearing the concealer as an all over. Not necessarily foundation, because I'm not going to build up too much, but it's just going to knock out any blech in my skin from last night and the last 2 weeks as well. And what I really liked about this concealer and the brush, actually the combination of the two, the brush works in, it's quite a firm brush, but it's not going to hurt or damage the skin, but it will distribute the product really well. But this concealer is lovely, it blends in really nicely, but it doesn't sort of go on and then smush and then it's all gone. It's still staying onto the skin. You don't have to keep applying it and applying to get the coverage you need, or if you are trying to cover up any nasties that do happen in our skin from time to time, or if you unfortunately have sort of on a regular basis, or something you're not particularly keen and you want to concealer that's not overtly heavy like a Craylan or something, because sometimes you don't want that on your skin. You still want it to breathe, and hopefully it will clear itself up. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more into my eyes. The worst thing about doing this is obviously when you take your glasses off. I don't know if any of you can, if your glasses orientated, but sometimes you look down and go, not a clue where I just put that. which is what we're doing now. So I found it, so I'm going to just go back in direct in my little area here, just where I'm naturally a lot darker. But actually with the perfect blur, it's actually given a really, really nice base for the concealer. So if I look to the side, I'm just looking in the mirror, so do apologise for that. So I'm going to try and brush myself now to try and show as much as possible. I'm going to have to learn how to do all this editing and stuff. I know I've got a few people that we're working with in the magazine, and they're like, Lewis, you really need to get into doing all that aspect. You know, I can put it on, I can't necessarily edit. Okay, so some of the other products that we're in were also this quad, and this is an eyeshadow quad, and this is called Fire Eyes, and it's in quad 4, and these are baked formulations as well, so the baked formulations are really cool. I really like the green. In terms of my own particular taste, I would more likely wear the green, so I'm going to put a little bit of that on now to show you. But these are beautiful, but again, not on my skin tone, and yes, oddly enough, I am a boy, but I do like makeup, so for me personally, they're not my kind of taste in colour, but I do have dark skin clients who I actually think these would look really, really awesome on as well. And actually, to an extent, I think you could perhaps get away with that as a highlighter kind of blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another of the Spectrum brushes, and I'm actually using a concealer brush, which is similar to a shadow, but this is a concealer in terms of how they're using it, but because I want to use only their brushes for this, I'm just going to use this as. I'm going to apply all over the lid. And what's really nice is because I already have the base from the Bare Mineral, it's going to glide on really nicely, and as you can see, it looks a lot heavier in the quad than it does when it's on. Actually, it's quite a pretty colour. It's kind of a very soft khaki, which I think you could, with baked products, you can actually wet them and then they become really heavily pigmented, and then you can get a really cool look with them. And I use a lot of L'Oreal products, and they are baked, and then when they become wet, they give you this really, really vivid colour, and especially with the other three in here. Okay, so I'm just going to literally have that really soft wash of colour, and then I'm probably going to just add a little bit more in the water area and out. But what's actually really nice is they look relatively scary to me in the pot, but as you can tell on, they're not scary, but I will show you a bit of the pigment. Ooh, he says. I think you could really blend these out, and actually under the lash line, if you're doing like a smoky purple eye or something, that would be really, really useful for. Right, so I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution palette. I believe this is Iconic 3. Literally been using this every day since it has come. Slightly addicted to some of the colours in here. This works really beautifully because it goes from the rosy golds, and the darkest shade is kind of within the plum sector rather than black, and on me black can sometimes look a bit too much. So I'm going to stick with the same brush. I'm just going to literally wipe the excess off onto my hand, makeup artist's hand, and I'm going to go in with one of the two matte shades. I'm going to go for the slightly darker, completely matte shade, and I'm going into my crease, and we're just going to define up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going in with the actual shadow brush, and this is slightly angled, it's tilted in ever so slightly, and then I'm going to go in with my Chanel Elegant D'Homme, and this is in Mirage. This is literally my world at the moment. So it looks slightly liquidy, but it's amazing because you can build up the pigment, or you can just give this really, really sheer wash. It has like a slight shimmer. So all I'm going to do is going to go over where I put the darker top, and this will just, and what's lovely, because of the angle you can really get in, It does come with a little brush, like a slight type of liner brush, which is actually really fab. When you're on the go, I load it up, close it, and then I've got it when I want to just tidy up when I'm out. Especially with the heat over the last couple of days. Sometimes you don't want to, you want to tidy yourself up. Okay, I'm going quite natural, like so. I'm happy with that. Okay, remember to always put the lids back on these kind of products because they will dry out and then you're screwed. Right, so I'm going in with another brush from our lovely Spectrum. So this is the eyebrow brush, and again with the purple and the black. I really like these. I thought these were really cool. Right, so I'm going in with the Oriflame, and this is their brow kit. I don't think it has a number. I just think this is one for sort of all skin and hair types. So at the bottom you have like a setting gel, you have like a taupey and a brownie, sort of, and they're matte, so that's what I really liked about them because you don't want shimmery eyebrows. I tend to go in at the middle colour, sort of the lighter of the taupe. I always start filling in with the highest point of the brow because sometimes you, for a day look, you can just fill in a little bit. That's all you need. These are great because they're actually really heavy pigmented, so you don't have to push too hard. You get the payoff really quickly. I'm just going to fill in. I'm currently at the moment letting my brows grow a little bit because I'm going to let them get a little bit fuller and then reshape them out. I'm just going to grab one of these brushes. I'm only using this because unfortunately I don't have one in the Spectrum at the moment, but this is just a non-shade brow comb, or you can use a spoolie, and I'm just brushing the product through just so we get an even distribution. I'm brushing my forehead, an even distribution of the product. Like so. Okay, so I quickly want to show you the other product as well, because by the time I think I might have to give up shortly because otherwise it won't load. This is the Coral Blossom, and this is cheek and lip tint. So it kind of has that nail varnish look of when you open it up, and then you would apply into the cheek area. You can obviously blend this with your fingers, but I'm going to go in with the blush brush from our lovely Spectrum and then blend in. And what's lovely about this, you can actually build a look or blend it really nicely, and it's actually really just a really subtle coral colour, because coral can be one of those ones where I think a lot of people are put off by coral because it can overpower pale skin, but if you find the right one, it's actually very pretty. As you can see, you just get that really light shimmer. Okay, so I think I have all the products to hand, so what I'm going to do now is curl my lashes. I'm hoping this is going to load, because we're at 18.5 minutes, no, my luck it's not going to. These are the IK colours, love them so much. I'm going to use the tweezers to try and get into this because, as I said, my hand is somewhat, ow, I caught my hand, somewhat of a mess at the moment. I really love, this is matte, that's really fab. Okay, let's have a posh it. Like I said, I generally haven't used this, so this is going to be instinct. Just going to take the excess off because I find that's when you get really clumpy lashes. And then I always do like a light coat first, kind of flick it right through the lashes, and then we can do all, you know, the wiggle, jiggle, maniggle, as I like to call it. The one looks ever so slightly tapered. The brushes are set apart nicely as well. I'm quite lucky with my lashes, the length of them, because of a Vice lash. They are always fun to put mascara on too. That's actually very pretty. That's, for one coat, that's actually really nice. So I'm going to go, and then I'm going to finish up, tidy up, and then I will probably load a photo onto Instagram or Twitter. But guys, check out at me. I want to say, is it just me, or is it me? I'm going to put it in the description box. Literally, my brain has switched off, so I will apologise. But really, quite like the products. I'm really heavily into what I've been using over the last few times. So thank you everyone that's been kind enough to send me some bits and pieces. It's really exciting. Definitely going to be finishing that off, get my energy going again, and then I am out again later on. So thanks for joining me, guys, and hopefully I'll catch up and do some more videos, and then do some more ASMR videos as well, because I know they're going down quite well. And but do say if there's anything you'd like me to talk about or review, or a certain way of doing it. I'm happy to do that as well. So have a lovely afternoon, guys. Much love.